Welcome to our first video, which is showing you how to attach the wheels to your Marketday cart. So in your package, you would have received the cart frame all ready to go, 2 of our beautiful wheels, 2 mud guards, and a couple of screws with washers, plus a Allen key. So we're going to show you first how to put the wheels on. Basically, you want to open up the cart. That base plate just sits flat, horizontal, and that back leg pulls back until the yellow tab, the yellow pedal, clicks out there at the back. So that's now up and ready to go for the wheels. Now we're going to put on the mudguard first. You'll notice that the mudguard has 2 sides, obviously, and you're going to put it on as shown. There's a circle there that matches the circle on the frame. So just plug that on and you'll see it plug into place like so. That's it. Great. You want to make sure you have positioned it correctly by making sure that most of the mud guard is front ways and just a small slice, just a pizza slice, is behind that back arm or back leg of the cart. The next thing I want to show you is that there is a rectangle on the mudguard that matches a rectangle shape on the wheel. Okay, so you want to slip those together just by lining it up and then popping it on. You will feel a very slight click into place. It's not very obvious. If you're not sure you've got it or not, just pull it off again and just line it up, and then you've got that ready to go. Next, you want to grab your screw and your washer, pop them together, and then go onto the inside of the wheel where you'll see this round connector, and you're just going to pop the screw in there, give it a few turns to the right clockwise, and then get your Allen key and tighten it up all the way until it's nice and firm and you can't turn it any longer. Okay, so that's now your first wheel done. Now we're going to just do the second wheel, going the same way, matching up the circle, making sure the hubcap is in the right spot, just a small portion behind the rear leg, the biggest portion at the front, matching up the 2 rectangles, just giving it a little jiggle. You'll feel that click into place. Grab your screw, pop it on the inside, a few turns to the clockwise position, and then grab your Allen key and tighten it up. You have now put your wheels on. Now we're going to show you how to assemble your baskets. These are really simple. So in your pack you will have received 3 basket liners, 2 small and 1 large. The large one generally goes on the bottom and the 2 small above it. Have a look at the frames that you received. Now there is a black piece on the side of each frame. That's our connecting piece, and there's this flat piece on the top, and then there's some notches on the bottom. You want to make sure that when you put the liners onto the frame that the notches are down. The next thing is that there is Velcro on each side. There's 4 pieces of Velcro, and if you look at the liners you'll see that there are corresponding 4 tabs. So it's pretty much just matching those up. Easiest way to do it is to hold the frame by the handles and then just latch each of those around first inside the frame, and then simply push it out around the frame and give it a little secure. Hold on to it for a little bit. I'm doing it very quickly here just so we can get through the video, but you might want to just hold it for a couple of seconds just to secure it, and as that stays on, that will become stronger and stronger. You will also have received these liners compressed. They've been in our warehouse waiting to be shipped to you, so they may or may not stand up immediately. If they don't, just go inside and run your fingers along each corner, each spine. That spine will then straighten up and relax a little and have the chance to hold the frame, hold the liner up in its proper position. But if you find that it hasn't done that quickly and you kind of want it to be used pretty soon, just pop a pillow, a cushion in from your lounge. I just literally used one from the lounge next to me. Pop it in there and just let it sit for a minute, even 20 minutes while you're kind of getting ready to go out, and then just pull that out. That should have then made everything stand up nice and tall, especially if you've massaged those spines. The zips there are placed so that you can help keep your load contained. And we've also got a way for you to completely open up the lid so that it's not in your way while you're shopping. There's a piece of Velcro on the inside. So as you roll that back, there's a little bit of Velcro at the back of the liner as well, and you just simply secure it there. I turn up to the markets ready to go like that, so I can just put my things in. Okay, now we're getting ready to roll. I want you to hold your cart like this and then put your foot on the top of the base plate and pull it down towards you, and then lean the cart back on its wheels with your foot in the middle of the base plate and push it forward. The yellow tab's going to click out at the bottom. We'll show you that again. Top, down, middle, push. Okay, now what you need to do is grab that handle and swing it up to a vertical position and just place it into the holes that it will naturally go into. The next part is to grab the pins on the side and insert them into the holes that are there. So grab the head and just make sure that goes a little bit horizontal so that it can properly fit into the hole. Now we're going to add baskets. The zips, you will have noticed, are in a position so that you can half undo them and you can still keep your load protected. But that bit of Velcro we showed you before, that is the back position for the cart, for the baskets. So if you put them on the cart, and this bottom one goes into two positions, as you can see, and if you've got the Velcro at the back of each of those, the cart will work as it's intended. The last part now is folding the cart down. So we take all the baskets out. You can do them by grabbing the frame, or you can grab the whole handle, no drama, each one works. The first thing to do would be to pull out the pins. There's a couple of ways, but the first one is to pull out the pins, just like this. Just give them a little wiggle. They're nice and firm so that they don't just come out when you're walking around, so don't be alarmed by that. And then you give that a jiggle, that handle, and you go back the way you came from, basically. And then you depress the yellow foot after standing her on her head and then pushing that in. Let's try again. You depress the foot, push and push. As long as the cart is on its head like this, you can do it really easily. You can also leave the handle up in full extension position and hang her on the wall. And that's how you fold and unfold the cart.